I haven't fought in a very long time. I guess no one wants some old geezer channeling spirits for them. Olympius doesn't seem to be any greener out this way.
Nope. Pretty much everywhere outside the cities is like this. If anything, it's a little worse than I remember it.
The lack of spirits must have broken the cycle of nature.
To the people of Olympius, this is what nature looks like. When I first laid eyes on the forests of Rizamaxia, I could barely comprehend what I was seeing.
So this is the world that Spyrix has given you.
Go ahead and say it. We brought this on ourselves.
That may be true, but still.
Look! Something green for once!
Yeah, but I wouldn't expect to see a big forest anytime soon. Stay alert, everyone!
The familiar battlefield.
Rolling! Understood.
How's that for an old man?
Yuck! It's so dark and cramped. It's just like our room in Hamil.
Let me make sure I have this straight. We use boosters to infuse spirit fossils with mana, and then a Spyrite is born. Because unlike Spyrix devices, Spyrites can use arts without harming spirits.
Did you actually take notes while Balin was talking?
Yes, but there are still things I don't understand.
If there are things you actually do understand, then you're way ahead of me. I bet Teepo'd say, "Hey, you need to study, Leia!"
Ah, but after that, he'd probably say, I don't understand any of this either.
Probably. Hey, no Teepo impersonations! Ah, he heard us! You're both being rude.
Elise, do you understand Spyrite theory?
Of course I do.
He said he found us sprawled at the foot of this hill.
Let's look for a path down.
What's that?
We must have fallen from there to the bottom of the cliff.
Isn't the rift a little small?
My guess is it's about to collapse. Jumping back through would be a leap of faith.
Count me out! It looks too dangerous!
Let's head back to town and figure out another way.
Hey, everyone. If you plan on returning to Xillia, then I think it's time we parted ways.
What? What makes you say that all of a sudden?
I know that we pulled off a successful spyrite tethering together, and we found out some great news. But I'm afraid the only way to stop Gaius at this point is to fight him. I don't want the way you feel now to get in the way of your true feelings.
I agree. If we can't be honest with ourselves about why we're fighting, then there's no point in fighting in the first place.
In other words, you want us to make our own decision.
It'll be a difficult ride ahead. I guess it only makes sense.
Mind if I have some more time to think? At least until you're all ready to leave?
Sure, of course.
Don't let your current emotions get in the way. I'm almost acting human.
Mila?
Sorry, it's nothing.
Wait, isn't this...
There's no way replacing everything Spyrix with Spyrites is gonna be easy as it sounds. In terms of raw numbers, just think of how many Spyrites we'll need.
It's true. The spyrites need to be researched, created, distributed. It won't happen overnight.
There is much that needs to be done. But if we can't buy more time, the spirits will go extinct.
I will buy us time. Maxwell said it himself. If we remove the schism, the mana that it contains could sustain Olympius for a considerable amount of time.
And that's what you intend to do?
Yes, it is.
It's a long road ahead for all of us.
But the more pressing problem is Gaius. If we can't stop him, it'll be too late for Olympius.
Yeah. I don't understand. The spirit fossil came off. How is she able to continue walking?
You look...
Why, thank you. I suppose it takes a gentleman of considerable...
So this entire city is powered by Spyrix.
Yep. This world turns by stealing energy from spirits. Olympias has been doing that since ancient times. That's why it's rich in spirit fossils and little else.
How can everyone be so calm about killing spirits? With so many spirits gone, even nature is starting to disappear.
Olympians don't know that spirits create nature, or even that they're alive to begin with. All they know is that their primary energy source is drying up.
Yet they're not doing anything about it.
We've progressed this far by relying on Spyrix. We can't remake our society overnight. Could you immediately stop using spirit arts if someone told you to?
No, I don't think we could. Xillia couldn't exist without humans and spirits working together to cast spirit arts.
Symbiotic coexistence, eh? Must be nice. Maybe we Manalobless Olympians are simply destined for extinction.
I do suspect that was the destiny Maxwell originally had in mind, but I have no intention of adhering to Destiny's plans.
I envy your strength.
If you have time for envy, you have time to act. With your actions, this situation can change.
Change the entire world, huh? That's not really my style, but maybe just this once.
What are you doing, Alvin?
Figured I'd stay away, since everyone's so sick of me.
Maybe because you're a big fat liar.
Yeah, that's just who I am, all right. And what about you, Elise? Wondering what to do?
Yeah, I just don't know what the right choice is.
Well, you're talking to the wrong guy. I don't know much about being a kid. Never really had a childhood.
So were you a member of Exodus ever since you were just a little boy?
Yeah, that's right. I thought it was okay to trick people. When things would go bad, I'd just disappear. I'd take the path of least resistance. I pretty much just did whatever didn't hurt me, that's all.
Then, does that mean you won't be going with Mila and Jude?
You know what? That kid forces me to wake up and smell reality. They're all just so mature, the way they hide their real feelings about me.
Oh, now I get it. You're lonely, aren't you, Alvin?
I've never been much for expressing my feelings, I suppose. But even if they do hate me, I have to stick it out. I'm not leaving this time.
So does that mean that you really want to be their friend again?
I've learned that building real trust with people takes a lot more work than you think.
Being a grown-up sounds like an awful lot of pain.
It seems like the older you get, the tougher it is to share your feelings with others. Anyway, no one will want to be friends with me until I can make the first move. It's hard, but it sure beats being alone.
I wonder what I'm supposed to do now. What do I have to do to become happy?
Well, it's different for everyone. You just have to find what works for you. I'm sure you know what you want by now.
I guess so. It hasn't been easy, but I've learned a lot traveling with everybody. I know that. I definitely don't want to stop, that's for sure. I want to keep on learning more, and I want to make some new friends.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me.
Some help you are.
I told you, I'm the wrong guy to ask about this stuff. Sorry about that, kid. Huh?
That's a thank you. I just wanted you to know that from now on, I'm gonna be your friend, okay?
How come the kids are the wisest people in this group?
Trouble sleeping, young miss?
Yeah, I still haven't made up my mind. What about you?
I've reached a decision. I have decided to go with them.
I see. I wonder if I'm the only one who's still on the fence.
You're not alone.
Huh?
When Lord Klein passed away, I inherited the keys to the kingdom, along with many doubts.
But eventually you figured out what to do, right? I used to think that everything works out if you do your best, but I've been proven wrong every time.
Does Agria still haunt you?
I keep thinking there might have been something else I could have done for her.
I know that feeling well.
Oh, you mean with King Noctigal?
Am I that easy to read? Let me tell you, life does not become any simpler the older you get. But I must say, I am a bit surprised by you.
In what way?
I was under the impression that Jude was the one who occupied your every waking thought.
Come on now, don't be silly. Is it obvious?
Yes, I'm afraid it is.
You know, I once thought that if I became a nurse, that I might find happiness. After all, when Jude's happy, I'm happy. Simple enough, right? But now, I'm starting to get the feeling that Jude just might be better off without me. I mean, I don't want to get in his way again, you know?
Leah, would you like to know what my reasons are and why I've decided to go along with Jude and Mila?
Are you willing to tell me?
I would like to be there to walk with them in the future that they wish to create.
That sounds like you.
But that's not all.
Huh?
I plan to take the lead and pull the two of them along behind me. That is my true desire.
And I? What do I really want?
I think you already know your answer, miss.
What I really want is to see Jude's smiling face again. I suppose that's it. That's a good reason, isn't it?
Hey. Don't you want to sit?
You've changed.
Not really. To be honest, I'm so scared I can't even sleep.
I told you before, if we can just dispel the schism, I'll handle everything from there. There's no reason for you to be afraid.
Mila! If the schism disappears, so will the temporal crossroads, right?
Yes. The destruction of the schism means the death of Maxwell. The temporal crossroads were born from Maxwell and that unique spirit climb, so they will vanish too.
Why? Why didn't I realize what's happened to you? I know. You never told me because you wanted me to find my own answer first. Isn't that right? Mila?
It was just easier for me that way.
Huh?
The entity known as Maxwell is essential for the spirits. So they will need a new Maxwell.
Then we won't be able to stay together anymore?
sadness of parting is a human emotion. Such emotions no longer apply to me.
And there's no other way, is there?
Maxwell created me, so perhaps he could restore my human body. Jude, is that what you really want? Let's create a new future for all the spirits and people in the world. And let's create it together.
Together. Gaius!
Just relax. I've come here to tell you something, and that's all.
Well? What then?
We are ready to commence our operation, to wipe out every Spyrix in Olympias.
So your attack from before was just to check whether Spyrites were usable?
Exactly.
You came here to tell us that?
No. Listen. You have a dream for the future of the world that is vastly different from mine. So,
Take it easy.
this is a piece of Muse's power.
The power to slice through space? What of it?
Here, I give you a chance to return to Xillia quietly if you choose to.
You'd still offer us a chance to end things peacefully.
Gaius, you know full well that we can't walk the same path. Not anymore.
If you wish to make your dream a reality, then come and face me. I won't run, and I won't hide.
Wait. What about Muse?
She is very torn. She has incredible power, yet she knows not how to use it. In hindsight, I was cruel to force such a weak person to become strong so suddenly.
He wants to save her too, doesn't he?
Hey. I know I might just be fighting for selfish reasons now, but I know that I have to go face Gaius. I need to get a grip on these fragile feelings. Otherwise, I won't become the adult I want to be. So, Mila, if I ever stray from my path, promise me that you'll be there to remind me who I really am.
I will.
Sleep well?
Yes.
That might have been the best sleep I've had in my entire life. I was dead to the world.
I decided I'm coming with you. I won't bore you with my reasons, though.
Thanks, Leia. Let's do our best.
Yep. I'm coming too.
And me 3.
I shall accompany you as well.
Wouldn't do for the only Olympian here to sit this one out.
So you've made up your minds.
Then there's something we need to tell you. Check this out.
Nifty knife.
Gaius brought this to us last night. He called it a piece of Muse's power.
Does that mean we could use it to tear open the breach?
Looks like it.
Gaius truly is inscrutable.
He's mocking us.
I don't think so. We might be fighting against one another, but he's a good guy.
Nice to see her actually talking to me.
Well...
I appreciate it. Thanks.
You're welcome.
It's a bummer there's nobody here to send off the heroes.
That shouldn't be a problem.
We'll just have to accept that we're unsung heroes.
Who needs an adoring crowd? Let's have a pre-battle cheer.
If you insist.
Couldn't hurt.
Make sure to put some feeling into it.
Indeed.
Here goes nothing. Everyone, let's finish what we started.
Muse seems to have fallen completely under Gaius's control.
I'd say it's more that Muse has finally found someone she can rely on. She had been yearning for someone to guide her.
That girl has some big-time dependency issues.
She's like my own dark shadow. I wish we could have met under different circumstances.
Whatever the nature of their relationship, Muse's ability to manipulate dimensional space is now in Gaius's hands. That is no trivial matter.
Agreed. Even the great spirits are no match for a blade that can sever dimensional barriers.
That doesn't sound promising. Should we turn tail and run away?
Yes, let's do that. Do you really think I would say such a thing?
Of course not.
You know me well.
Oh yeah, snag something good.
Is it really okay to steal like that?
Of course it is. We won that battle fair and square.
Yikes. So might makes right, huh?
Does that mean if we lose, the enemy might take something of ours?
Yep. If we were to lose, the enemies could have Tipo. What? You can't take Tipo without my permission. We'll let them have your hairband. Hey, that's off limits. I had to save up my allowance for weeks to buy this. It's my #1 favorite.
But I'm everyone's #1 favorite!
Fine, fine. If we lose, we'll just have to sacrifice Alvin's coat.
The hell you will. I love this thing.
Even great warriors can't fight on an empty stomach. Of course, nor are they very effective when they're drowsy after a big meal.
Stay on guard.
Demon Fist!
Ready? Got it. Demonic chaos! Here we go. Stay on guard. Take this! Guardian Field! One! Got it. Demonic chaos! Here we go.
Alright!
Nice one.
Ready?
Got it. Demonic chaos!
One!
Got it. Demonic chaos!
Demon ready?
Got it. Demonic chaos!
Alright!
Nice one. Take this!
I just need to keep believing in myself.
Just keeps...
Jude, you're up.
Can we look before we leap? Less looking, more leaping.
Not so fast.
What now?
You really think we can beat Gaius and Muse like this?
Don't tell me you're getting cold feet.
I don't think that's what he's implying.
Do we need to take care of any business back in Riza Maxia?
We can go back?
Yes, we can probably return to Riza Maxia from the temporal crossroads.
Alvin has a point. We cannot expect help from anyone.
In other words, we must be fully prepared.
Right. We gotta think these things through. We're on our own after all.
Good point. Ready, everyone?
Last one in has to kiss Tipo. Hey, no fair.
I gotcha.
No need to worry. We're all bound for the same destination.
Guess we'll never get the knack for doing things as a group.
Hey, it's worked for us so far.
I guess you're right. Well, looks like we're up. What?
Hey, nice of you to join us. Either we ended up in a different place from last time, or it got a major remodel.
Gaius must have used Maxwell's power to alter things here. Where's Leia?
Where'd you go?
I found another breach like the one we came through.
Don't tell me you went in it.
I did. It leads to Riza Maxia, so that's the wrong way. Then Gaius and Muse must be that way.
This presents a dilemma. I assumed we would just be following the same path as last time.
At your age, Rowan, never assume things will be easy.
Well said. We have other dangers to contend with besides Gaius and Muse.
Better keep our guard up.
Let's go, everyone.
You don't want to pay Balin a visit?
Why? Are you hoping to hear one of his humiliating stories about my past?
The more you bring it up, the more curious we get. I lost focus.
What, giving up already? Stay on guard!
And here. Ready?
Got it. Demonic chaos! Stay on guard!
Now! Demon Fist! One!
Got it.
Demonic chaos!
You owe me. Here we go. No break? You owe me. Nice one. Man, are we good or what?
place.
The familiar battlefield.
Right on point.
Provide support. Here, for the heavens.
Watch out, everyone! Demon Fist!
I'll help. I'll help. I'm okay. I'll help. Hurry. Rally the souls and grant us life. Healing circle.
Okay, let's keep moving, not yet.
I can't.
I'll overcome
All that remains of the Chimeriad is Wingle.
I wonder where he is. Back in Canbalar?
I can do this! I hope!
Ready when you are.
Here we go. Ready?
Got it.
Demonic chaos! All right.
Nice one.
Take this! Take this! All right.
Nice one.
That's one.
Got it.
Demonic chaos! Demon Terror!
Got it.
Demonic chaos! All right. Ready?
Nice one.
Demonic chaos! 7-4!
That got me pumped!
Never stop.
What a crazy place! But that's okay! We're used to it!
It's not working? God, roar! Now, ready?
Got it.
Demonic chaos! I just need to keep believing in myself.
Wingo.
So you've made it this far.
I'm assuming you're not going to just let us pass.
Of course not. You should know well enough why I stand before you. Turn back now.
You know we cannot oblige to that.
Why are you so adamant about meeting His Highness?
We must stop him and dispel the schism. It is the only way for the people of Riza Maxia and Olympias to come together.
So you side with the Olympians now. Your fickle self-righteousness sickens me. I don't understand what His Highness sees in you. You will die here before you become any further burden to him.
We'll see about that.
You got it?
I don't know your language, but I do understand your will.
But we can't afford to back down either.
We shall defeat you and proceed onward.
Please wake up!
Demon Fist! Demon Fist! Ready?
Got it.
Demonic chaos!
Here we go. Wake up already.
That's one! Demonic chaos! Ready?
Got it.
Demonic chaos! Sonic roar! Sonic thrust! Ready?
Got it.
Demonic chaos! Demon Fist! Ready?
Got it.
Demonic chaos! Demon Fist! Ready?
Got it.
Demonic
serious?
Sorry. That's one.
Got it. Demonic chaos! Take this!
Savage roar.
Stay on guard. Got it. Demonic chaos! Stay on guard.
That's one.
Got it. Demonic chaos!
Wait. Wake up already.
Xillia mark!
Here we go. No brakes?
Got it.
I blew it. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Demon Inferno!
Don't worry.
Stay on guard.
Ready?
Got it. Demonic chaos!
One.
Got it. Demonic chaos!
Ready?
Got it. Demonic chaos!
Dragon Floor.
The guard's down.
Xillia mark!
Ready?
Got it. Demonic chaos!
Energize. I'm out of energy.
Guardian Shield.
I'll help.
Demon Fang. Demon Fang.
Let's go.
No brakes?
Release!
Thank you.
Wake up already. Stay on guard.
Ready?
Got it. Demonic chaos!
Out of the way. No
Go,
brakes?
Tipo. Sharing is caring.
Savage roar.
That's no good.
I'll help out.
Got it. Demonic chaos! Xillia mark!
I'm
No
ready.
brakes?
Don't worry.
No brakes?
Energize. Pixie circle.
Sunburst!
No brakes?
I'll help. Dude, I'll help. I'll help. I'll help.
Ready when you are. Wake up already.
Got it. Demonic chaos!
Savage roar.
Go, Tipo. Sharing is caring.
One.
Got it. Demonic chaos! Xillia mark!
Ready?
Got it. Demonic chaos!
I'm okay. Rally the souls and grant us life. Don't worry. Rally the souls and grant us life. Don't worry.
Savage roar.
Don't worry.
What happened?
Sorry about that.
Okay?
Demon Fang. Ready?
Got it. Demonic chaos!
Go, Tipo. Sharing is caring.
Ready?
Got it. Demonic chaos! Xillia mark!
Healer.
Wake up already. Stay on guard.
Can't end here.
Don't worry. Heal. I'll help.
Not yet.
I'll help.
Demonic healing! Demon Fit! Ready?
I'll help. Rally the souls and grant us life. I'll help. Rally the souls and grant us life. Time to get serious. I'll help. Rally the souls and grant us life.
Variable trigger! Demon Inferno! Savage Roar! Demon Fit! Ready?
Got it.
Demonic Chaos!
No breaks? Here we go.
I'll help.
Savage Roar! Demon Fit! That's one!
Got it.
Demonic Chaos!
I'll help. I'll help.
Wake up already.
Demon Fit! That's one!
Got it.
Demonic Chaos! Ready?
Got it.
Demonic Chaos! Demon Fit! One!
Got it.
I wish we had met under different circumstances.
Rowan.
Not yet.
All right, feel.
All right.
I need...
Ilbert. His Highness is right. If we destroy the Spyrixes, the world will change.
You cannot force the world along a path it has not chosen for itself. That's a revelation I have finally come to accept.
Rowan.
Only now, you stand there after all that has transpired. At the front of the fight, how pathetic of you. But I'm not finished with you. I must help His Highness achieve his vision.
Why push yourself to the limit?
Silence!
Wingle, Gaius has not killed all of us for precisely the same reason. That he keeps you at his side. If you were to die here, then Gaius's ideas will...
Not another word! Say no more, Ilbert.
Pull yourself together! Could this be a reaction to the booster?
Tiao Sosorialte. Veronia Gronsati. Ilbert. Imoria Gaius. Uinuti. Tiora spiekeros beaya. Yayor seordo. Kumiba. Yuyan miba.
Now what? I can't exactly leap these gaps in a single bound.
Hardy har har, Alvin! Quit kidding around!
Huh?
You'll make it. Just flap your arms and believe in yourself.
Now who's a big fat liar? Seriously though, what's the plan?
No getting back up there.
Rowan, I hate to say it, but it's hard to believe Wingle survived that.
I know. Still, I think I heard his voice right at the end.
What did he say?
I could not make out his words. Regardless, it is not something that requires our attention at the moment. We need to focus on how to extricate ourselves from our present predicament.
Right. I think the best plan is for each of us to move forward separately.
We're all heading to the same place after all.
This a race? We all know I'll get the Gaius first.
Was that lie meant to discourage those of us who will reach him sooner?
Whoa, Gramps. Getting feisty.
Ha! I'm totally gonna be first. I'll say hi to Gaius for everyone.
Zing! Good one, Elise!
Happy trails, everyone. Sorry to be such a burden back there. I'll try to be more careful.